Hi, welcome to class. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to draft a straight sleeve block. It is a foundation block for other sleeve types. A few measurements and proportions are needed for the draft. The measurements required are top arm measurement, length of arm, length to elbow, and elbow width. Of course, in other types of sleeves, you may need to measure the sleeve length, round sleeve, or sleeve width. In this tutorial, the top arm measurement is 12 and 1/8 inches. The length of arm is 23 inches. The elbow width is 12 inches. And the proportions for this draft are, first, you need to find the sleeve size. Sleeve size usually is top arm measurement plus 2 inches is. That is to say, 12 and 1/8 inches plus 2 inches equal to 40 and 1/8 inches. This is the sleeve size for this draft. Another important proportion is the depth of crown DC, which is 5 and 1/8 inches for bust 36. And point B for this draft is 2 and 1/8 inches. Also point F, 2 and 3/8 inches. This is usually 1/4 more than point B. As already explained, the width of this pattern paper is equivalent to the sleeve size, and the length is length of arm measurement. Measure and mark the crown depth from the top edge of the paper, a proportion of which is 5 and 1/8 inches in this draft. So right away, I will go ahead and measure from the top edge 5 and 1/8 inches on the left and also on the right. This line is called the depth of crown line DC. Next, rule across from the points already marked. Now, divide the pattern into 4 equal halves lengthwise. To do this, fold the pattern into 2 to form a crease at the middle. When you open it up, the crease line is already showing on the pattern. Fold again such that the edges meet on the crease already formed. And when this is done, the pattern is now divided into 4 equal widths. Remember that this sleeve is drafted such that the back and front are together on the same pattern paper. With this, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal width. Go ahead and rule a straight line on each crease already formed. These lines are very important because they serve as guidelines for drawing the crown of the sleeve for a perfect fit with the armhole. The line to the left is the back line, and on the middle I have the top line, and to the right I have the forearm line. On both edges we have the other arm lines. I will be referring to these lines in the course of this draft. On the B line, that is the line to the left, from the top edge measure point B, a proportion which is 2 and 1/8 inches in this draft. Indicate T on the top line for proper identification. Mark point F from the top edge of the paper on the line to the left, that is the forearm line or F line. This measurement is 2 and 3/8 inches in this draft, and it is usually 1/4 inch more than point B. Now, rule a line from the T line to point B and from point B to point U, that is the other arm line, towards the left edge on the DC line. Repeat the same from T line to point F and from point F to point U on the left edge of the draft. This is what you see me doing here, connecting a line from T to B and from B to U, and again from T to F and from F to U on the right edge, creating a crown for this sleeve. Get the midpoint of each of these lines. To do this, place your tape measure and measure from T to U. Fold the tape measure into 2 equal halves and mark whatever you have. That is the midpoint of that line. From that point, go up by 3/8 inch and again measure from B to U. Fold the tape measure and get the midpoint. And from that point, that is the midpoint, go down by 3/8 inch and mark. The sleeve crown will be connected through these points. Repeat the same from T to F. Place your tape measure to get the length of that line. Fold into 2 and mark the midpoint. And from that point, go up by 1/2 inch. Mark and indicate the 1/2 inch as shown. Measure line F to U and get the midpoint. Fold your tape measure into 2 and on that midpoint, mark below the line 3/4 inch. This makes the line deeper at the front than at the back, which is usual in sleeve crown. Next is to connect the crown through these points. Pay close attention to how I place my armhole curve while curving the crown of the sleeve. This is important because when the armhole curve is well placed, the crown comes out well rounded and well shaped. Just take a look at it and make sure to follow the same process when you are drafting yours in order to achieve a perfect crown for your sleeve. Cut through the marked areas to continue with the rest of the draft. After trimming out the excess, next is to mark elbow length measurement. This measurement is marked on the tail line, that is from the top edge of the paper below the DC towards the back line on the left. Look at the way the tape measure is placed while measuring the elbow length measurement. This measurement is an actual measurement taken on an individual, which is 30 inches in this draft. Next is to get a guideline. From the DC line, measure to that point and then use what is obtained to continue that measurement on the left edge and on the right edge. This is to achieve a straight line. After marking both edges using the same measurement, ensure that what you have is exactly what was gotten and then use your meter, that is your long ruler, to rule across the line. This line is the elbow length measurement. And after ruling across, indicate on that B line, that is the point at which the measurement stops initially, indicate E to show the elbow length measurement, because this mark is necessary to continue later on in the draft. Again, fold the pattern lengthwise with the edges meeting at the middle. When this is done, the lines are showing on the upper part, that is the part facing up. Mark 3 inches above the elbow line and use a short line to roll across both edges. Also, mark 2 inches below the elbow line. Use a short roller to roll across the both edges. These are the ballast marks. They serve as guidelines when joining the sleeve on the other arm. Flip the pattern to the back with B and F lines facing up. Mark 1 inch above the hem on the F line. After marking, roll towards the back, that is towards the B line, taking nothing out of the hem on the B line. After rolling, cut out the line. This makes the back higher than the front, giving the sleeve a natural shape on the arm. Repeat the same on the elbow line. Mark 1 inch above it and roll towards point E. After rolling the line, pick a tracing wheel and trace the line. This makes the line appear across the pattern, such that when the pattern is opened up, the line becomes visible. The pattern is cut on this line for elbow length sleeves. Go ahead and label the line. To the left is the other arm line, and then the B line is the back line, the T line is the top line, and the F line the forearm line, and to the right we also have the other arm line. With this, the sleeve is ready for use. That will be all for this tutorial. If you have watched to this point, thanks for watching. See you next time in my next video. Feel free to comment, like, and also share your thoughts in the comment till I come your way again. Bye for now.